Welcome to P3 Radio.
The monkey only dances as good as the guy grinding the organ handle.
Brother.
I fly, bro. That is never stopping.
Truck goes to Dwight.
Cool story, bro.
Footy pajamas.
Hey, genius. It's 2 p.m. Central.
PG3 Radio.
Here's your host, Josh Riley.
Get him off pig, Freddy. Get him off pig.
Richard Mullican.
And as I put you down, my pants ripped.
It's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of P3 Radio. I'm Richard Mullican, joined by my co-host, the man that has moderate power, seen a fire tower, and likes his chicken sweet and sour, and best friend Josh Briley. Say hey, Josh.
Woo, mercy. That was a hell of an intro, man. How you doing?
Doing well, man. Episode 120 in the making here. And this week we have a big holiday, Josh, for us Yanks over here in America.
The bloody Yanks celebrating Thanksgiving. I love it.
Yeah, we're celebrating Thanksgiving here in the States for our overseas brethren that are listening to P3 Radio. We get a lot of people listening from like different countries.
We had our first hit from Russia last week.
Was you a little nervous about that?
I really was, but it's all good, man. Love from all of the countries. I don't care where it's from. Even the fellow North Koreans.
I can tell you a few countries
Come
you
on.
don't want to love.
Come on, North Koreans. Where are you at? Where are you at on the listener?
May get some diseases.
Indeed.
But no, man, Thanksgiving coming up. You got big plans?
I do. I got to go to 2 Thanksgivings this year that I know about.
Yeah.
And one is at nighttime on Wednesday, which is going to be interesting.
Which is not Thanksgiving.
I know, but the person
observed
that we're
it's
going
like
to
Thanksgiving observed.
No, it's the person that we're going to was being considerate of our other plans.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, imagine that shit. Imagine that.
Family members working together so everybody gets to celebrate Thanksgiving.
Communication is the key.
That is the thing. Like, you know, my family does Christmas like the second week in December, February. No, the second week
Valentine's
in
Day.
Yeah. Come
This
on over.
for my sweetheart
Christmas.
/ Christmas dirty Santa person.
That's like how my mom takes pictures. Like when she used to have a roll of film, she would get a film roll developed and it would be like, you could see your life in a year, basically.
Right.
Here's Richard Lee at the spring dance. Here he is in the summer jumping in the pool. Here he is opening his Christmas presents.
Here's where he shit his britches at the bus stop.
And here he is next spring dance.
My bad. You threw up in your
Yes,
own lap.
I threw up on. I was like, when did I shit my britches at the bus stop?
That's about all you didn't do at the bus stop.
No, I threw up on myself on the bus.
Right.
I don't know. Who's
Then
to
you
say
had that Hulk walk, like
I may have, yeah, in front of everybody. I may have, maybe had a wet fart or two on the bus. Maybe, who knows? I can't
sneak up on you.
I can't deny nor claim that I did, but no, man. It is funny. Like, yeah, my family does Christmas the second week in December. I almost said February again. What's the matter with me? Second week in December. And it's like considered, so the other side of the family, most people have 2 sets of family. I don't, but you do. I just have the one set, and then I have the in-laws, and some people have 4.
You got them. They're just out there and you don't know about them.
Right. Some people have 4 separate holidays they have to go to. Mom and dad's, and then, what is the other side?
Well, that would be your mother, your father, then her mother, her father.
Yes. So 4 sets there. And I only have 2,
Yeah. Your family's just shits.
Yeah. We believe in divorce.
We just believe in running out whenever things get tough. Like whenever you're supposed to buckle down, do the right thing.
We buckle down and drive the fuck off.
No, we buckle up and drive the fuck off. Gotta be safe.
But no, man. So get big Thanksgiving plans, huh?
Man, I'm really excited. I thought we were going to go to a fucking restaurant for Thursday.
Really?
I really did,
Yeah.
and I was dreading that shit because there's nothing more awful than going into a restaurant on a holiday.
And it's packed.
And you're like 50 deep.
Yep.
that's not going to work. And I was expecting, you know how some of the cousins get where you're like, yeah, I know her, but she's kind of a smart ass.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be
I don't
that.
really want to sit around them.
There's going to be that one that while you're standing in the lobby, 50 of you, mind you,
Right.
and she's,
I don't know why they can't get us a table. There's shit over there we could sit at.
you know, and
Yeah.
then
I done seen 3 people walk out of here and ain't but 4 people walk back there.
right.
Be
So
unreasonable like that.
I was dreading that, but we
Found
got-
out she got cancer.
Oh my God.
So she won't be with us this year.
You're a real rat bastard. Just because you don't have family doesn't mean I can't. Man. But anyways,
Well, you said you were
I
bummed
ain't
out
got no
about it.
family members, so I'm gonna shit all over
Good
yours.
news though, she died in a car wreck.
but no, man, we got the word that we're going to get it catered in. So that's awesome. I can't wait.
Well,
We're going to
that's-
take some shit over there too. Like my wife, she makes a special little casserole that is the bomb. I'm talking about it's amazing. And everybody else is going to either bring a dessert or one dish. That
Right.
way we got all bases covered.
So
It's
you
gonna
gonna
be awesome.
you gonna do any shopping this holiday season?
Maybe on my phone, not in a store. Are you
You're not gonna
crazy?
go- honestly, it's not that bad. I would say, I was gonna joke and say you're gonna go beat the shit out of a guy for a $2.99 toaster, but I'll be honest, it hadn't really been that bad in the past couple of years.
Full disclosure,
Yeah.
we already did all our Thanksgiving, Christmas, Black
really?
Friday shopping. It's all done.
Fucking hey, Josh.
We're
This is probably
responsible.
the
Imagine that.
This is probably the furthest off I've been all like usually by now I'm done. By Black Friday, I'm done. And Black Friday this time last year was yesterday or 2 days ago or last weekend. So last year's Black Friday was this past weekend.
Why?
Because Thanksgiving was a week ahead last year. Like last year's Thanksgiving was on like the 22nd or 23rd.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah, this is like a further back Thanksgiving. Like it's 4 weeks.
It's
in.
hunkered on down.
Yeah, it's hunkered down. And so yeah,
Well,
this
since
is,
it's hunkered down, we should take advantage of it, right? Right?
this sounds like some advice you heard from somebody.
Your daddy didn't teach you that? Oh, my bad. Never mind.
Y'all sure you ever see something hunkered down,
You get on it.
you get on it, and if it gives you a disease, give the truck to Dwayne.
Speaking of, I got a text message. I think it was last week.
Oh yeah.
And it was the man in question, Dwayne. He was just saying how he appreciated the show. He listens to it every
Oh,
now
really?
and again.
That's nice.
And he said, it's just for laughs. It's pretty cool. And that really meant a lot to me.
You
know.
sent me the message and it said something like, "It's nice to know when Ronnie dies, I'll get the truck."
Oh yeah, but I wasn't going to say nothing about that.
you just still not putting it over that Dwayne's getting the truck?
It's not happening. Look, man. Look, I've already said I would do whatever I had to do to make that not happen. It does not matter. He is the son that my father always wanted.
Yeah.
Is
that what that's what you told him, right?
Yeah, I did
Send
text that
text
to him.
back.
I did text that to him. And he didn't put it over because
No.
he knows.
It's like, why even talk about it?
Right.
A lion doesn't concern himself with mice.
Old Dwayne, he goes fishing all the time, too.
You know what would be hilarious though if that come up at Thanksgiving and after all this talk about the truck going to Dwayne, it gives your dad an idea.
I probably should give it to him.
You know what?
Hell.
He's more responsible. I know how he drove with that motor in the car. He gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna give the truck to Dwayne. Hey Dwayne.
You want to go look at it? See what I'm done with it now.
I listened back to that episode. I can't remember. It was last year, so it was like in the 60s, I think. 69, 68, something like that. But I listened back to that show, and man, I mean, I don't know if it's inside baseball because we know it, but dude, I was laughing, like listening back because it was like that part where he was like, sorry, brother, I'm going to go ahead and take the truck. And it's like, you hear that 18-wheeler backing in, beep. the what is it called? Wrecker, putting it up on a wrecker. Psh, psh.
I'll see you next Christmas. I'll have it fixed up even better by then.
But that's awesome. Well, speaking of nice things that was being said, or hey, thanks for listening. We got a nice little message from Lance Levine.
We did.
Yeah, he just said he's heard the show and he's like, I know I give you guys grief on Twitter, which is fine. It's Twitter. That's what Twitter's for, right? And he's like, but guys, y'all are doing a great job. And He thinks the show's funny that we do with BT, which you can listen to on Shooting the Shiznit if you just type that in on wherever you get your podcast at. Just type in Shooting the Shiznit, and you'll see a show on there called AEW Dynamite. We've got about 2 more weeks on that. We're going to take off this week for Thanksgiving. But he said he liked that show, and he said, this past week was really silly, and he liked it. He thought it was funny, and that we made him laugh, and just congrats. And we were like, oh, that's nice of him. So I sent him back a little thank you message. Got to have that guy on sometime.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Have a Chicagoan on.
Yeah.
We can make fun of his accent and stuff. That would be great.
Well,
we can't really do that with a lot of guests because you don't want to cross that boundary with somebody that you don't really know, but we've kind of, had our...
We've had a few that we've done that with, that we've kind of just not messed with, but...
Yeah.
There's been a couple that we've almost blown up. Like the bridge is there, and it's got the Dynamite and C4 set, and we've almost hit the thing because they were so terrible. And here's the thing: if you come on, and I mean, let's give credit to where credit's due. If there's good wrestlers out there that come on our show, like legends, and I won't name any names, Josh, but if
well, thank you. I didn't consider myself a legend, but
no. But if we wanted to call him back tomorrow, it would be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That interview, he got a pass because of who he is. That guy's a legend, and if he's not the strongest mic skills, then okay, we'll poke a little fun here and there on the show, but to his face, no, we're not gonna be a dick to him, But
no reason to do that.
Then there was another one that had the Santa Ana winds in his interview with us, and we were this close, this close. Maybe even I think we might have edited some stuff out that sounded a little hostile on our part.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean,
I was fired up that day, though, because I thought it was, like I said, we've talked about this before on the show and on other people's shows as well, but we ain't got to mention his name.
You can mention it. I don't care.
I'm just
it's not
saying,
like he's ever talked to us again. It's been a year.
I thought it was going to go one way.
Human
but
tornado.
That was just judging by his character, and, he's pretty eccentric on film and stuff, and he's been in movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, you take Brian Christopher when we had him on. Brian was always a larger than life character. When we had him on the podcast before we started recording, it was okay, yeah, okay. But when we started recording, it was all right. Yeah, it was energetic, So we had been accustomed to a certain like red light fever. So when you think you've got somebody on the red light and they're recording, they're going to be a little bit more amped up. And he was just like, yeah, I'm out here walking with my grandma.
I thought he was ribbing.
And
I
you were
really
like,
did.
oh, so you're walking older people now. And he was like, yeah, that's how we get from place to place,
Got to enjoy the time that you have. And this and this. Well, that's cool, man.
I think you might have gotten a little hot at Jeff Jarrett, too, at one point.
I don't know.
That question's already been asked, sir. You're going to have to be a little bit more creative. I felt like you would have been, well, fuck you too, Jeff.
Oh, I told you how I really felt afterwards. It didn't really bother me,
Yeah, I just remember it like feeling like, when we were kids and somebody would say something stupid and you just wanted to look at them like, he said something stupid. Right. I wanted to do that during the interview, like just because it was just, something funny to do.
I asked a legit question.
Yeah.
I guess he just gets tired of answering it.
Yeah. I mean,
I legit didn't know, though.
You didn't know? Well, it had been well documented. Maybe we should have went over that before we asked him. I can't remember what the question was. It was something
Who came up with the country gimmick?
Yeah.
Whose idea was that specifically?
Right.
Oh, man, I've done talk. Well, guess what? I've never heard that interview.
Are you going to do my podcast? You go answer it right now, fucker. Not like we're going to have you back. It took a fucking act of Congress to get you on this time.
Right.
But no, man. So it's been colder recently. We've hit average colds. Is that a thing?
Is it?
Average colds? We have below average temperatures for this time of year.
Oh, man.
Arctic
blast
even
territory.
at like yesterday when we got to 60 or 60 degrees, we were still like 5 degrees below average for this region here in Tennessee.
I know when I woke up yesterday morning and I went to work,
Yeah.
it felt a certain way. I didn't even necessarily have to have my jacket.
Right.
I got to work, started work, and I had to leave to go to another place that's with our company.
Crack
or whatever.
house. Yes, go ahead. Gonna do some cocaine.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 doors.
Yeah. Anyways, I had to go somewhere else.
I think I was going for hot stuff. Not hot stuff. Who's right talks like fired up? Tommy Rich.
I was just
think
going to
I
let you struggle.
Yeah, thank you. That's how you lost your job as a lifeguard. Anyways.
Can you swim?
Nope.
Then shut the fuck
That's
up
what
about people who can.
That's what I was saying. It's like, I'm just going to let you struggle. That's how you lost your job. Anyways, yeah, I went into, I want to say hot stuff again. I went into him and then I went,
You know, my daddy always told me if it was warm, probably didn't want to hit it.
yeah.
I mean, if too warm.
It burns your fingertips. Don't put it in there.
She might have hoo-ha or hot sauce in her hoo-ha. Damn it.
Gonorrhea.
I can't talk today.
Anyways.
Hey, I was trying to do Jake Roberts with the tuba toys, and for some reason I went with "Won't fire it up." Go fire it up with toys. We got flaming dildo on a pole, man.
Somebody say something about Rambone.
Jesus.
Rambone size dildo.
Anyways, what was you gonna say?
I completely forgot. Started talking about Tommy Wildfire Rich and dildos.
Yeah. So you said something about your dad said if it was too hot, don't put your dick in it.
If it burns your fingernail, like
How is it supposed to burn your fingernail?
assumingly, if someone has gonorrhea or syphilis or whatever, you check the oil, and if it burns your nail bed or your meat under your fingernails, then more than likely you don't want to stick it in there.
Really?
I mean, that's what I was always told, but and maybe one of them WD-40 on the arm to cure arthritis type things.
I'm gonna Google search this, and I know I
see.
spelled gonorrhea wrong.
Oh yeah,
How would you spell gonorrhea? Don't look,
Not
son
like
of a bitch. Not the way it's spelled, or not the way I spelled it.
definitely not the way you spelled it.
Oh, I didn't know. It worked. Google search is a thing. The indication can lead to pelvic inflammatory disease. I don't think it's gonna burn your fingers.
Might have urinary tract issues. I really don't know. I don't think it's this important, to be honest with you. How about you Google it after the show?
Also known as the clap. Have you ever had an STD?
I have not that I know about. I ain't been treated for one, so if I have, I still have it.
Well, speaking of the colder temperatures, you said that last week before you left my place of business here, or our place of business, the studio here.
So you were in a crack house?
Yes. That's where you said you were going. You said it was cold outside and you had a jacket. You went to a crack house.
Yeah, I was coming to your house.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, kayfabe, motherfucker. Anyways, we were talking about like stupid things people do in the wintertime. Like, because you're always ill prepared the first night of a frost. Like, you're living in summer world for like, let's be honest, here in Tennessee, you live in summer world from like March, like late March, early April. It gets like 75, 80 degrees. And then it doesn't let up until in this year, the last week of October, the first week of October, So you live in summerland all that time. And then all of a sudden it's like 40 degrees, 35 degrees, 30 degrees, and it's frosting. And we don't know what the fuck to do here, So...
Did you put your plants under plastic bags like you're supposed to?
I don't have any plants, man. Nothing that frost can kill. Put it like that.
Oh, okay.
Trees, bushes, shrubs.
You got a
all that.
shit ton of pumpkins out there. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
one of them's falling in on. That's my wife.
God almighty. I thought you were selling them. You had so many.
No, we overturned one of those cars on the highway.
I'm going to tell you something. If y'all didn't steal that shit from a pumpkin patch, you done paid like $100 in pumpkins.
No, there was a guy down the street that was selling them for like $1 a piece.
He probably stole them from
Yeah,
a pumpkin
probably.
patch.
He's probably like pulling over trucks. What you got on there? Pumpkins? I'm with the law. Get out of the car.
I'm surprised nobody's razored your big fucking inflatable turkey.
They usually do that, Well, they haven't done it over here. This is good side of Bemis.
On my side of Bemis, though.
That's the little shits. In fact, there was 2 times I got my bike stolen over there. One of them was by your neighbor.
Yeah, my neighbor literally did steal your bike. That's fucked up.
That looks like Richard's bike. I guess Julio got a new bike. Good for Julio.
I think his name was Brandon or some shit. But anyways.
But no, we were talking about the crazy things that happened in the winter, the first frost. It's like these old things that you might want to do. There was a guy at work that told me he used to put cardboard over his windows, and then one day the cardboard just kind of stuck and he couldn't get it off. But you told me a hilarious story.
I sent you a message the night that it happened. Or
No,
yeah.
we were talking about it last week.
Yeah.
After the mics went off.
See, my stepson, he's been without a job for maybe a few months now.
Yep.
He was working.
You ought to send your dad on him. You need to go down there and talk to that man.
Talk to any man. You gonna talk to whoever.
But anyways, he got him a job, and it's at a facility here that he's going to be on first shift, which is 7 till I think he works till maybe like 5 o'clock or something.
Oh wow, that's some long hours.
4 days a week though.
Okay, that's not bad.
You know, it's
I almost would rather work a longer shift during the
Yeah,
week.
I had that option whenever I was doing plumbing for a long time.
Yeah.
But
Now, if you really hate your job, those long hours can be like fucking torturous.
oh, indeed. So anyhow, you're talking about the first frost
Yeah.
and this and that. Well, first day on the job, the night before, he's in prepare mode, because you get nervous. You get really nervous and on edge whenever you go into a new job somewhere that you've never worked. He hears already a lot of bad shit about this place, but they pay pretty good.
Right.
So he was just going to, tuck it in there and then...
Kind of like the casting couch of it. You're just going to
Yes.
sit there, take it. You might get a job, you might not, but this job is going to pay well.
I know I said you could shoot at me, but I'm not on birth control. So what the fuck? But anyhow,
That's a weird version of casting couch you're watching.
anyhow, he's trying to do the right thing so he can get there early, and he's just trying to be prepared.
Right.
So he hears that it's going to be really cold that night and going to be extreme frost going on in the morning.
Yeah.
He has one of the greatest ideas ever to prevent this frost.
Oh.
No, he's not cardboarding them windows, but
Right. What's he
he's
gonna
not
do?
newspapering them shits. He goes and gets a fucking California king size bed sheet. California king size bed sheet, and encases his fucking whole car with this motherfucker.
How big of a car does he have?
He's got a big one, but
I got to isolate that and play it back later.
I bet you do.
He's got a big one.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Grandpa helped him. Grandpa helped him, and this is why I'm kind of...
You gotta put weights on it and stretch it like I told Joshua.
That way it ain't gonna blow off and it'll help.
You mean Grandpa helped him put the cover on, not helped him get a big one?
Yeah. See, this is what bothers me, though. When I told you
Yeah.
what he did,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, no.
Yeah, immediately.
And I was like, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, you can't put a bed sheet on that. Now, a mattress cover, like one of those, like, oops, I pissed the bed a lot. I need to put this on so I don't ruin the mattress.
That shit you had on your bed until you were like 17?
Hey, kayfabe. Yeah, but like that.
Anyhow, Grandpa helped him.
Yeah, you would figure
Dude.
somebody would say, hey, this is a bad idea
Yeah.
because...
I'm old, and I know this is fucking bad.
Right.
That
The only reason...
That moisture gonna soak through that motherfucker.
So anyhow,
So, like, yeah, like you want something that has like a smooth edge on it, like a tarp. I think a tarp was what he was going for, which would have probably been cheaper than a fucking California king size bed sheet.
yeah, at least $30.
Yeah.
but, whatever.
So, anyways, what happened?
So he comes out, and it's like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
He tries to peel that bad boy off. And it's literally, I'm talking about harder than a preacher's dick. Like, I'm talking about, he said he couldn't even pull it off barely like the fucking rocker panel of the car that's on the bottom, if you need to know that. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the moisture soaked through the sheet.
If he could have
And
gotten it off, he would have had
he'd
a
have ripped
car-shaped bed sheet.
He would have ripped the paint off the car because it literally froze.
Bro, it's like one of those like hoarder women, like the big ones that don't get off the couch. You know, like you've
Yeah,
seen
you
them
gotta
on.
peel the old
and you
bitch
have to-
off.
Yeah, their skin is grafted to the fucking couch.
We're gonna have to take them cushions with us. Her ass is kind of joined with it. What the fuck is she, like a tree with a root?
Like a tree like that eats up a fence.
Dude,
just grows
I've
around
seen
it and
roots
engulfs
go,
it.
I've seen roots grow through like goddamn flower pots that were like halfway in the
Right.
ground,
Yeah.
or buckets that have flowers in them and shit.
Isn't that fucking weird when you see like a fence that a tree has grown into?
It is weird.
It's so weird. I don't know.
Power of the root, like
Yeah.
my dad. Power of the root. Anyhow, but dude, He couldn't do shit. His car is fairly new,
Right.
so he wasn't peeling that shit off.
No
matter-
automatic start
no
on
job, no nothing. No. Well, what would it matter? I
Well,
mean,
if you did automatic start and he had the heat on, if he didn't have heat on, it
That's-
wouldn't matter.
if he had the heat
Now the only
on.
thing it could do, it would warm up. If he was, it would take him an hour or two to get it.
Right, and it's 6 o'clock. He's got to be there at 7. So, job or no job, that's not happening to the
Right.
car. So he's got to get Papaw to take him to work, and I can't imagine the ride. Well, damn, I didn't know we couldn't do that either. But when my wife told me that, I about shit my pants laughing. I was like, he shouldn't have done that,
Right.
But whatever.
Yeah. I mean, kids today, man, they're smart, but some certain
He's
things.
23.
Yeah. Well, that's still a kid. Let's be honest. I mean, well, unless it's this case.
You are an evil psychopath demon child that's come over here to murder everybody.
He's probably 42 and he's telling everybody he's 23.
He might be.
He might be.
He might actually be.
Come to think
I've
of it.
never seen his fucking baby teeth.
Right.
I don't know how old he is.
Leave him
Hell.
in an apartment.
I think we should just set him up with one and get the fuck out of the country.
Yeah. Speaking of like kids doing things, I remember like a couple weeks ago I asked you, was your son still watching wrestling? And you're like, occasionally. I was like, man, I didn't think he would ever really just stop watching. You were like, well, he's got little girlfriends now.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that is probably right. Like you think about it.
That's what did it for me.
It is. I feel like he's younger than what we were. Well, maybe
He's not.
He's not. I guess in my mind, he's always going to be younger than what, like all your kids are like 3 and 4. Even
Yeah.
though I see them at school and stuff, it's like, yeah, 3 and 4. They can't be that old. But yeah, it's like, I guess that is kind of what did it for me for a short term. But it's like, you think about it now, how available people are to see and talk to. You know what I mean? Like you remember, like we enjoyed radio, and we were able to hear that audible, get that audible pleasure still from listening to things and stuff. It was because for a long time, that's like, and well, you didn't because you had a black box, but that's how we watched pay-per-views sometimes. And when you were over at my house,
When I was over at my grandma's, yeah. But
yeah, if you were over at my house, we would watch scrambled pay-per-views, whether it be wrestling or porn or whatever.
I seen a nipple.
Yeah, it would get really bright. It's like, oh, that's full on. But that's one thing that kids will never know about nowadays. It's like the scrambled channels. You know
Doing
what I mean?
what you got to do to see a tit.
But I
it's
mean-
like now, type in tit in Google and
Right.
see what happens.
Like if you were blind, pay-per-view was fucking awesome for you because you got everything you would have gotten anyways because you got the sound of it. You know what I mean? You might not be able to see what was going on, but when you heard wrong hole.
Roger me better. Roger me better.
Behind the soda fountain. But you know what I mean? It's like when you heard that, you knew what was going on. So you could enjoy that. You could enjoy the sounds. Is that the reason why we like radio and audio stuff? And like we talked on the phone a lot for like with girls. But now it's like you could pretty much, you're this close, Josh, to having a hologram version of yourself in somebody's room.
Depending on how famous you are, you already have
Yeah,
one.
you could already be like hologrammed in like Tupac at Coachella.
And that was years ago.
Yeah,
Imagine the shit they have now.
that's where we're going because they've already got these Facebook portal things to where it's like a little like iPad thing, but the camera follows you. So like if you're walking over here, it zooms out and follows you. So,
okay.
And as you're walking, it doesn't it's like you have your own camera crew. So we're this close from and then projectors are getting cheaper. There's projectors in Black Friday ads now that you can buy for like $78. Like projectors.
I've never liked the way just TV wise.
Yeah.
I've never liked that shit. Or maybe I haven't seen a good one, but everyone that I've ever like a person that had one,
Yeah.
they've always been like real dull and
Well,
look
I'm
like a fucking projector.
When
at
we do
school.
next week's episode, Josh, because we've got a video we're going to watch. When we do next week's episode, we'll do it on a projector. We'll project it right there, and you'll see something in high quality. How about that?
Okay, we'll try.
How about that?
We'll try that.
Cash me outside. How about that?
Oh my god.
You didn't like that?
No, not at all.
Well, maybe you'll like this. Josh, it's almost that time of year again. It's the time of year that I find the best time of year, and it's not Christmas, although I like Christmas. You don't have to look at me like that. I like Thanksgiving, But right after Christmas, right after New Year's, there's a little event in Jackson, Tennessee called Black Tie and Boxing. It's for the JDRF, the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, a fight for a cure. And these people, they do such a tremendous job every year, Josh.
Indeed. They always welcome me with open arms, and you do a little bit of announcing there, huh?
I do. I get to play Bruce Buffer for a night, and it, like I said, it's the one event that I never charge to do, just because everybody knows somebody that's been affected by diabetes, and you know that's a horrible disease, and you can't imagine juveniles with it. So it's a great cause, fighting for a cure. Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Black Time Boxing, January 4th, 2020. Get your tickets now from blacktimeboxing.com. Advanced tickets go for $25, $35 at the door for general admission. There will be drinks to be had, water, wine, drink rounds that they bid on. It's just such a great night, such a big event, and you're going to see some hard-hitting action in the form of MMA and kickboxing. Go ahead and get your tickets now, blacktimeboxing.com. Go there right now, blacktimeboxing.com. Josh, what we got on tap for this week?
David Lee Roth, Just Like Paradise.
Oh, this was number 16 on the charts.
I think this is MTV's countdown or something. But looking back and knowing what we know now,
yeah,
I am willing to bet that this entire band has got at least
4 cases of gonorrhea.
No. Even worse.
Yeah.
At least $4,000 to $5,000 worth of cocaine in their system right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
David Lee Roth.
That's some extreme air humping, brother. That's a man with no worry.
This song reminds me of Beavis and Butthead. Because I'll be honest, that's the first time I heard this song.
You didn't have MTV in the 80s.
I did not. And I didn't know that there was another form of music other than country until like 1990.
And then Tone Loc changed your world.
Say what? Say what? I get paid to do the wild thing.
What's the wild thing, Mama? Oh, Richard Lee. I don't know why Angela will let you hear that.
Fucking David Lee Roth. Did you ever hear the story about how David Lee Roth, whenever Howard Stern left terrestrial radio, they had to have somebody take over like his air shift. So they thought, well, we'll get somebody else that's big, like that has a name. So they got David Lee Roth. And apparently like he went out and got he wanted a beach theme for his radio show. So he had palm trees and sand brought in and shit. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
Is that not the greatest?
Yeah. David Lee Roth. They used to have him on Opie and Anthony all the time, and he would Dave Wills that shit.
He is one of the craziest motherfuckers ever.
Who, Dave Wills or this guy?
No, David Lee Roth, man. Dave
No.
Wills, he's a sweetheart. Apparently.
He is. I threw out a line at the last AEW Dynamite show. I was like, I don't mean to take over your show, but all I could think about when I heard that Dave Wills interview on Shooting the Shiznit, download that now. But when I heard that interview, I thought about what Dave Brown said about the Boogie Woogie Man, Handsome Jimmy, about how all you had to do was say, "How's it going, Handsome Jimmy?" that's the way Dave Wills was.
Well,
It's hey, Dave, how's everything going? Oh, it's going good. I like the Barbarian, and Mr. Hughes isn't the best, but Curtis listens. I don't know if Curtis is listening. I don't know, but yeah, Curtis Hughes, and he name dropped like a motherfucker too. Did you hear that? He used to, hey Curtis, how's it going, buddy?
Oh yeah,
he did it 2 or 3 times. That was when I mowed Mick Foley's yard. I got the mixture of Handsome Jimmy and that guy that used to do bouncing for like that you said that was related to me somehow.
He is related to you. He didn't do bouncing. He was a bodyguard for fucking Belle Biv DeVoe and shit.
Y'all ever heard of Sade? I
You
broke a
remember
motherfucker's
Prince?
Adam's apple trying to fuck with her.
You remember Prince in the Revolution? Well, I was the Revolution's bodyguard.
Yeah, he was just 1 degree off. You know that man Seal? The one that's married to Heidi Klum? Yeah.
Well, I was his bodyguard's bodyguard.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't know why. I don't mean to attack Dave Wills. He's a sweet man, it seems, and he was nice, and I enjoyed the interview.
I did think for the first 11 minutes it was a Dave Wills audiobook, though.
Yeah. You did tell me that.
Then I heard BT talk again. And
Shit.
There it was.
You ever hear something like, you ever listen to some podcast and there's dead air?
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck happened to my phone? It done went dead or
Right.
something. And you're like, oh no, it's just they stopped talking. Cool, whatever. Yeah, that's
I'll
what
tell
you
you
probably
what,
that's
though.
what you probably thought whenever he stopped talking and like ever.
Well, it was a good interview, though.
It was. I enjoyed it. I
And
did.
honestly, I did not know very much about Dave Wills.
I didn't either.
And
You learned a lot in that interview.
I
didn't you?
did. I did.
He's a good guy. Like I said, I enjoyed the interview. I know I like to poke fun. Hell, we had a interview. We had a tough time with one of our interviews, and we poked fun at that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we'll throw out names if you want. Human tornadoes.
You did it again. You're talking about name dropping. You done
Yeah.
talked about him
That was
twice.
about the fourth time I talked to Human Tornado.
You're trying to fucking lure his ass back on our show.
Yeah.
Please don't.
I heard you guys.
He might be a walking grandpa this time.
Heard you guys were. So that man's really living his gimmick out there in the wind.
Are you in Chicago? It's the Windy City. No, actually,
No.
that's the Santa Ana winds.
Oh, but man, that was all. You had something you wanted to talk about. You had a couple things here. Which one you want to talk about first?
Well, I think we still need to keep going with the just the feel good theme of the show. That "Living in Paradise" song. That's what I think about. It's just carefree, just living it up. And another one that my wife showed me this one. So she's a semi-ass producer of the show now.
Right.
She showed me a poor Vince Neil, Motley
Kinda-
Crue.
In this video that you've got pulled up,
This is Vince Neil. Well, this is Motley Crue, but
Right.
it's pretty much just focusing on Vince Neil. And this is from our buddy Evil, or on Twitter he is at Evil with an E Dick, and his name
EVEL, like Evil Knievel.
Yes.
EVEL.
Evil Dick. He is at Evil Dick, and his Twitter name is Turkey Dick. So
Man, this
I
has
guess it's
gotten
for the-
154 retweets and 423 likes.
anyhow,
And does Vince Neil right there, does he not look like a rundown redheaded Jeff Jarrett? Does he not? He looks a little bit like Jeff.
that's a rundown redheaded Jeff Jarrett if Jeff never went to treatment, like the 18th time.
Oh, come on. You can't hold against Jeff. He was a nice guy.
He was.
He shot your question down. Now y'all bitter.
Well, you brought it up.
This Bill Dundee.
I just heard bitter and just play that. You're looking at me.
Look, evidently,
The U.S. Postal Service fucked me over, Josh. I've been pissed off.
I know, but what you're doing now is you're doing like my wife does, where she gets pissed off.
Yeah.
And then you try to make everybody pissed off. So, like, you
don't-
shit on one person
not
at the
pissed-
beginning of the
Yeah,
show.
and it really
And
made
now
you
it's
pissed.
like, no, now it's like, I'm going to get this motherfucker to help me shit on everybody that has ever done any of our shows.
Yeah.
And we're just going to shit on everybody. Is that the theme of the show?
No.
Well, we're fixing to shit on Vince Neil. We shit on Human Tornado.
How do you know that we're fixing the shit on Vince Neil?
Buddy, I've seen the video. We're going to shit on him.
Oh, I do have one other thing to talk about. We'll do it after the Vince Neil thing. We got so caught up in our bullshit at the beginning of the show that we didn't do the one thing I was going to do. All right,
Anyhow,
anyways, go ahead.
Vince Neil.
Let's shit on Vince Neil. Yeah. Let's pull the old Big Bopper out with the
the
glass
gimmick.
coffee table, but move the glass coffee table and shit all over Vince Neil.
Whoops, a daisy, handsome Jimmy.
I thought it was glass. It was
Woo,
just nothing.
mercy. That tastes like you've been drinking coffee, Daddy. Woo.
Big fan of the cabbage.
Anyways, Vince, I believe, I don't know if he's had a stroke or what's going on, but this is Kickstart My Heart. And then I'm assuming that this is very recently. May have been on Axis or something. But I think Vince forgot the words to the fucking song.
You
and he
think?
sung this at least 5,000-6,000
Well,
times.
how old is old Vince Neil now?
He is in his early 60s, I believe.
Really?
Yes, late 50s, early 60s.
I mean, he looks a lot older than that, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's 58 years old.
Well, to be fair, he has lived the life. He's at least 88 years old from the life he's lived.
When they have like spouses listed in your Wikipedia page, like presidential terms, the fourth president was the fourth spouse was this one. They lasted from 1993 to 1997.
And then there's like an asterisk with had sex tape with this wife. Oh shit!
I mean, that's a rock star right there, man. That is
Indeed.
a rock star. But anyways,
life does take a toll, my friend, and we see it in this video. Like I said, it's like, you know how you just know a chorus to a song?
Yeah.
And then you kind of just,
Like,
here we go.
Perfect example. It's the end of the world as we know it.
Right.
And then where does it go? I feel fine. 6 o'clock.
It's all here, buddy.
Right. Oh, let's hear it.
Watch it.
You got to hit play.
I did.
Did you hit it again? Did you click it? You right clicking or left clicking over there?
I'm going with the left.
You want me to click it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Go
click it.
ahead. There's been some, I don't know what's going on there.
Something funky.
Funky as hell.
Ducks and shit. Well, Josh, I don't think old Turkey Dick posted the right video.
We literally played it whenever, before we loaded the show, all the bullshit up.
There, let's try it again, okay?
Come on, Vince.
Here we go.
Yeah!
I wish I could turn this. Hold on. Let me see if I can crank the volume up a little bit. Because we have been told by some butthole we do a show with. I'm not shitting on everyone. I'm just joking. We've been told.
So that's like the seventh person we shit on.
I'm joking. We've been told that sometimes the videos don't play through right. I've got this volume cranked up as high as it'll go. It's just the video. But let's see. Apparently, when you full screen this shit, Josh.
There it goes. I tell you, he forgot the fucking words.
Looking for another good time. My heart. Yeah. Really?
What the hell was that?
Seriously.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, me and my wife, we had heard that there was going to be a super concert series or whatever.
Like a stadium. You see how big this one is.
Right, with Motley Crue, I think Def Leppard, and Poison. They're all three going to go on tour. And my wife literally told me last night, she said, if it is like this shit, I'm not going. She said, fuck that.
Are they going to, those two bands, are they going to call it 19 Arms Across America?
That's like the joke. What has nine arms and sucks.
Yeah.
I love Def Leppard.
I did too. I mean, you give me a drum set that does 42 things with one arm. I think I could drum from Def Leppard
He
too.
can foot the hell out of some shit.
He
He
can.
only had a bunch of foot pedals.
He can foot the hell out of anything.
He did. He had a bunch of foot pedals that that controlled a bunch of different shit like electronically.
Do you ever think they looked at different guitar players? Like, not guitar players, drummers.
I think they did, but they never settled on one, or maybe they had one for a brief period of time. But the motherfucker was supposed to have his arm, and it got infected or something. It was weird.
Like them damn Britain doctors or something.
I think we need to take the arm, love.
Is there any way maybe you couldn't take the arm? I mean, I kind of, you need to have both arms to do me profession.
I wonder if he always, like, what did he go through? What process did he go through before he realized foot pedals was the key? Did he try to use his mouth?
Well, Tim, we're not going to fucking use you anymore. You got one goddamn arm.
Try to duct tape it around his head. It's like headbutting like a motherfucker. That's fucked up, man. I mean, that's
might work though.
Yeah. He's got like 4 brain cells left because he's headbanged like every night on tour. What's wrong, Josh? You look a little troubled.
Somebody texted us during this. I was trying to read something about a Kenny Omega interview.
Yeah, BT will know exactly when we recorded this.
He sure will. I can't imagine though listening to that because it's
the Kickstart mark. You want to hear it again?
I don't think he knows what he's saying. Those ain't the lyrics.
He looks like I don't know.
Do you ever watch Sister that show Sister Wives? He looks like the monarch of that show, or whatever you want to call him. Is that like, what he would be if he's got 5? Is he a monarch? Pretty much is.
A monarch?
Yeah.
I don't know what the definition of monarch is.
That's some kind of ruler or something. But he's
like
got 5
king.
Wives, so goddamn.
Does he have 5 wives?
The one guy that I'm talking about does.
Oh.
I asked you if you watched
that
Sister
guy.
Wives.
Yeah. Now, I was too distracted by Vince Neil.
Vince Neil has on bell bottoms. You see that?
They're tied around the knees.
Watch out! What the hell was that?
I love the crusty thing. That was
I bet that crowd was so pissed.
Probably. I can't imagine they were happy with that. Well, no. I mean, I bet you they didn't care. You go to a live concert, it's a crapshoot if the singer's going to be good anyways, to be honest with you.
Depending on how loaded they are.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker wasn't loaded. He was bloated.
I was going the same way.
Oh, man.
But on our rider, we got to have 47 dozen Krispy Kremes back there.
Are you pregnant, sir?
No.
It certainly looks like it.
You look like a pregnant woman with your eyeliner and stuff, going with a weird hairdo.
He literally looked like he ate a pregnant woman, though, as big as his belly is. God almighty.
It was pretty rough. Well, Josh, I got something for you here.
It's time for another P3 Radio phone scam. Let's see who's trying to scam us today.
So when I said I didn't have anything else, I forgot about this because it's always something that's in the background. I posted something this week, Josh, and I said I took a screenshot of my new world record phone call. It was a 17-minute. Well, it was 1 second off of being 17 minutes.
So 17 minutes is a world record.
Well, it's a new record for me.
In your world.
My longest scam call that I've been a part of, usually about 3 or 4 minutes, right?
And they smell the bullshit.
Yeah, and they hang up. This
done.
one was 17 minutes. Now, I went in and I edited it down for watchability or listenability.
Watchability.
Watchability.
Let's
yeah,
watch
it with your eyes.
Okay.
I should have videoed it.
Listen with your eyes.
Listen with your eyes, not with your heart. Wait, what? No, I went in and cut it down. And even after taking out all the bullshit and stuff, it was still like 8 minutes long. Now, this guy was either on to me and just wanted to see how long I would go without cursing him out, or he was very desperate to get my information and thought he had a rube on the line. And early you're going to hear there's a... So I have him on speakerphone because the way my new app works, you have to have him on speaker to record it. Otherwise, you just get me going, what now? So it has to be on speaker. So I took this call with my wife in the room. And early on, and she knows, well, you'll hear it. You'll hear her try to correct me. Because I'm trying to fuck with him, right? I'm like, hey, what'd you want now? You want my name? And she's like, no, he wants your address, baby. I'm like, shut up. And she told me, she's like, I don't know what I was thinking later. But let's listen to it, Josh, and see what we hear today. This is
or is about to expire. This is your final courtesy call.
Final courtesy call,
Should have
Josh.
received mail. Press 5 to be connected to a
Should have
warranty
received
specialist.
mail.
Warranty.
Hello? Thank you for traffic to warranty services. Please verify the year, make, and model of the vehicle, please.
It's a 2017 Chevy Malibu.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the information. Yeah?
Okay, so
2017, I got it.
you hear him say, thank you. Finally, somebody is behind my scam. I've been hung up on 47 times today. Thank you, sir. All right, here we go.
What's the make, sir?
My name's Mike.
Well, it's Mike.
I'm sorry, my name
You can
is
spell.
Mike, M-I-K-E.
It is your name, right? But
Yeah.
I need to make a model.
So my name is Mike.
No,
Mike
no,
Mayer.
no.
That was where my wife, I don't know if you heard it. She goes, no, he wants the model or something like that. She's like, the make. And I was like, I just did the hand thing. Like, shut up, woman.
Like she's trying to help him get your fucking information.
Just to help him out here.
Okay, sir, I understand that. But now I need the make of your vehicle and model.
Oh, the make of my car. It's a Chevy Malibu.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sir. Chevy, right?
Yeah, it's Malibu.
This is
Melvin.
Malibu.
Malibu. Give me 1 second, sir.
Okay.
all right. Well, I say Malibu a lot in this call, by the way. Now, granted, we're a minute 15 in. I've already cut out probably a good 2 minutes of just dead air of him just sounding quiet and like not knowing what to do. So here we go. I got a lot of business going on back there. Listen to him.
You make a Chevy smell.
Sherry smells?
M-E.
Hold on.
You say a Chevy
Okay, sir,
smell?
I got him. Okay, got him. Hang on 1 second.
Say a Chevy smell.
Chevy, alright.
Mac Mayer.
That's what I told him my
That's
name
my
was.
name.
There's a
How
lot.
many months you Chevy have, sir?
How many months have I had it? Probably about 4. 4 months?
5-4.
No, 4 months.
No,
I've had it 4
mile.
months. I'm sorry.
That's a mile, right?
Miles.
Some what now?
Okay. What this is a mile. That's a mile?
4.
Yeah, probably
Sir.
about 30,000.
I didn't want to go too greedy.
30,000. Okay, sir. Okay, great. Based on the information you provided, it looks like you still qualify for coverage. So I'm going to bring on one of our licensed warranty specialists to go over your option so that I can properly introduce you. Please your full name and zip code. Your first and last name, sir. Thank you. Your name is Jack, right?
No, Mike. Mike. Mike Mayer.
Mike, Mike. Mike, okay. And your last name is Nares.
Mayer. M-A-R-E.
Smell.
No, not smell. Mayer. M-A-R-E.
Mayor. Okay, give me 1 second. Mike. Mayor.
So we're getting
Give me 1 second, sir.
All right.
Please don't get up.
All right.
So he gets my name, and apparently whatever nationality he is, apparently doesn't handle M's and S's well, apparently, because he said, you have a Chevy Malibu? Malibu? I was like, not smells, Malibu. Did you say Chevy smells?
Chevy smell.
Now, we have already hit a landmark, Josh. We're at 316. By now, usually this is the end for my calls. So I was having a little trouble keeping this guy on the line. I was like, this guy has to hang up soon, right? Well, let's see how far he goes. And there's some dead air here. I think at one point I start singing Little Darling.
Little darling. Where were you, brother? Papa, you? This is the part where they keep me on hold for an hour so they can charge me on some random long distance call. Maybe.
I was trying to think, how do I have him on this phone this long? I cut a lot of this stuff out, I thought. Let me see.
Hello, sir.
Oh my God.
Hello, I need a zip code, sir. I forgot the zip code. I'm sorry.
You need a safe code, like a safe word, like banana?
No, sorry. Zip code.
That got him.
He
That
laughed.
That got him.
My wife is laughing hysterically over here, and I'm on speaker, so I don't know how much it's picking up. But yeah, you mean a safe word like banana?
Safeco. Safeco.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't drive for Safeco. I drive for Ford. It's a company that drives trucks out. We deliver trucks.
You don't understand. Zico is you're not Danny the Zico, sir.
What?
I don't know who Danny Sitco
I
is.
Did you hear what I said? Listen to
I drive
this.
for Ford.
All right, so he's gonna say something about the shower. He's trying to say zip code.
You don't understand. Zico is you're not Danny the Zico, sir.
Listen.
I don't know who Danny Sitco
I got
is.
I got your first name and last name. I need the Zico right now. Maybe it's for Zico.
Sifco. I don't know what Sifco is.
Okay, give me 1 second, sir.
He puts me on hold. I'm like, all right, we're 5 minutes in now, Josh. This has to be where they cut me off.
He is desperate.
Yeah.
He's like, this guy, he's giving us all the information. He seems like a dumbass.
Sir, the Zico is where you live, sir. The Zico.
I don't guess I'm understanding you, buddy. I hear it sounds like you're saying Sifco.
Zico is where you live, sir. Maybe it's Zico is for example 5, 5, 6, 7, for example. I need your Zico, sir.
But
where you live.
Are you talking American right now? Because I don't understand you really well. Sitco.
Exactly, Zico.
I have no clue what that would be, to be honest with you.
I say Sifco, and he's like, exactly,
Yes.
Sifco.
Maybe that's how it looks to him.
Maybe he makes a C now? A C, S sound?
Well,
Sifco.
right. I don't know.
Okay, sir, give me 1 second.
You're fucking his day up.
Yeah. This is like the fifth time he's put me on hold in real time.
Hello? Where did your letters go, sir?
Where my
Let her go. Just let her go.
go is not a
Where you
letter.
live?
Go isn't a letter. What do you mean go letter?
He has to take a break. He's like, he probably puts the phone call on hold. He's like, "Fucking America!"
He probably slaps the shit out of his wife every time you piss him off.
Kicks his goat.
Motherfuckers!
Just give me that damn SIF code.
Things you do for money.
Talking to this hillbilly truck driver.
I do not live in Sifco, sir.
So, sir, the Zico is a post office, sir.
Post
The
officer.
Zico. Exactly, the Zico.
We have a post office down on Mayberry Street. You talking about
okay,
that one?
Sir. So how? Give me 1 second. 1 moment, sir, please.
I thought when he said, "Okay, sir," he had that's.
But he's like, what's something else American? Like for the fucking zip code.
For the mail.
The post office.
It gets
Tell him
better.
the post
It gets better
office.
here in just a second, Josh. Because I've got him so rattled. Did I have the whole call on here? Maybe. Maybe I've got the whole call because we're already at 8 minutes. Hold on. Here we go.
Where's the model of the Chevy? You say
Okay, so we're back to the Chevy model. So in about 10 seconds, he's going to ask me the model of the Chevy. So apparently this isn't the... I pulled the wrong audio, Josh. This
You
is
just
the
go
full-
edit on the fly.
where's the model of the Chevy? You say Chevrolet? Oh, Chevy.
It's
Normal.
a Chevy. It's a Chevrolet Malibu.
Just to fuck his world up a little bit more. Did you say Chevy or Chevrolet? Chevy. It's a Chevrolet Malibu.
Okay. Okay, Chevrolet Melis.
No, Malibu.
Malibus.
Malibu.
Malibus.
Malibu.
Malibay, okay.
No. Malibu.
I thought he hung up on me.
Oh, okay, sir, I got him.
I got him. I got who?
And sir,
Yes.
really, sir, I need the sequels for the transfer. You especially. I need your sequel, sir. Really leave for that.
Sir, I am so sorry. I'm having a hard time understanding you. I'm sorry. I'm just wasting your time here. I apologize.
I'm literally wasting his time.
Okay, sir. Really, wait a second. Do you know idea about Zipco, right? I say Zipco. The post office. You know?
Right, the one on Mayberry Street, post office.
Okay, sir. Give me 1 second.
You know, like baseball, cheeseburgers, Americans.
I wish I would have grabbed the right file because I cut all this stuff out. Because like you see, there's long pauses here, and we're 9 minutes in, Josh, and they put me on hold. You hear me laughing in the background? My wife's like, he must really want your information.
I'm transferring, all right? Give me 1 second. I'm transferring you.
Hold on. Here we. This is the end of it.
Hello?
Sir?
Hello?
Give me 1 second. I'm transferring, all right? Give me 1 second. I'm transferring you.
What was that music that was playing? That was my phone ringing?
No, sir. Don't worry. I got your secret right now. Don't worry. Please 1 second. With us on transfer, right? Information.
All right.
And then I think he puts me back on hold. I'll know in just a second. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
And then you just stay on hold.
I just stay on hold and the music just stops. I just hold out until the last bit. But if you take away the time for the breaks, 11 minutes isn't bad.
Well, he got you back for 5.
Yeah.
16 minutes. So
Yeah, but still, I thought it was fun. So that was my phone scam of this week.
That's good.
What is your Sift code? What is your Sift code? I guess a language barrier. Z's does look like S's.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Maybe he has like dyslexia or not. What is it? Where you see things backwards? Maybe he sees the S as a Z. What is your zip code?
No, that's just the way I guess it sounds.
Zips.
When he learned language.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Learned English.
Language.
So which one you want to go with, Josh? Well, I mean, we can go with one, or we can wait until next week.
I mean, we can save them up if we have. Do we have a show here?
We got more than a show. We're about 3 minutes overtime right now.
Oh man. Well, I guess we can just back on out.
Back on out.
Or hunker down and then watch who's around us when we
back
hunker
out
down.
like your nails started burning.
Hey, get that old hot stuff in that quick that nail, boy.
It wasn't burning before, but now I'm 3 minutes in and it's burning. What do you do then, Daddy?
Go see that man with that Q-tip.
Put some WD-40 on it.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what he did.
Well, speaking of WD-40, if you want to lube up and listen to some of our old episodes, Josh, how do they do that?
Well, you just go to the archives. If you're listening to this show right now, you're already in there. You just need to search on back. Get on in there and slide around and see what interviews we got. We got all kind of legends and superstars, Super Bowlers, and
Sometimes it helps if you roll the foreskin up and try to press it in.
feels like more of a man.
You ever try to get your whole foreskin in? Shit.
But I tell you what, if you're on Twitter, we are at P3 Radio,
Yes.
the number 1. On Facebook, put in your search bar Pop Poncho,
Yep.
and you're bound to see our picture.
Do that
And if
shit.
you want to get with us via text message or want to leave us a voicemail, maybe joke around, rib us a little bit, we
Show
might
us your
play it.
titties.
That motherfucker said that, not me. He said that, not me, baby.
We're both going to put the heat on the other one if our wives ever listen to that. That was Josh. You can totally tell that was Josh.
But either way, our phone number
Don't give out your real one. Give out the show number.
731
There you go.
300 6675. 24 hours a day, no titties.
I mean, if you want to show some titties over there, have at it.
You just crawling back on up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, you can
I
show
mean,
it.
we ain't gonna decline them. We'll look at them. We won't say nothing to it. We'll delete them really quick so nobody knows.
Oh my God.
But anyways, that line is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Prank call us if you want to. Put it on a bathroom wall. See what happens. But yeah, listen to some of our archives. Do us a favor. Do us a solid. If you're liking what you're hearing, give us a good review on Facebook, Yelp, wherever you see our name. And join us next week for episode 121. We talk about the fallout of Thanksgiving. And we're going to be watching a show that Josh has found full of rednecks. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned for next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, and we love BT's mama. Is that how it goes?
Something like that.
You're going to rip him off. Blue Chew, if you're listening, we want a sponsor. For Josh Brawley, this is Richard Mulligan saying thanks for listening and good night.